What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with some more Monster Hunter Now, and today we are going to be looking at all the skills we currently have access to on the armor to identify what are some of the best skills in the game and what are some of the skills you want to make sure you have on every single one of your loadouts. My family, without further ado, let's dive in. So I'm going to have this all broken down by timestamps below, so if you want to see a specific set that you're curious about, you can go ahead and click onto that set as well. I'm not even going to look at the build I have currently on. My build I'm working on is pretty beefy. We got 911 attack, we got some pretty juicy stuff, but first we'll start with the letter set. So the letter set in this game, armor defense doesn't matter because you can level up every single beginner armor piece in the game and it'll have just as much defense as it would something you get later on, like a grade level 5 or 6 armor piece. So for example, this letter set here is 71 defense. I go all the way to the bottom, and this one is, because it's a grade level higher, has 82 defense. But if I come down here and I go back to it and I see, hey, let's level it up, and I take it to grade level 5, boom, 82 defense as well. So it doesn't matter. What matters is what actual skill comes on the set piece that you're looking for. And since we're here, we'll go ahead and just start with the headpiece. So the letter set, the headpiece has critical eye and ice resistance. Critical eye is a must-have skill. In the base game, you kind of want to go for attack then crit eye later. If you can get your crit above 60%, then crit eye is always going to be a better route because you can you're just stronger overall. My current build, I got crit eye, ice resistance. These kind of skills I wouldn't recommend unless you're having a really hard time with a monster and you want to build a set specifically to it. I guess in this game was a Legiana. You could build an ice set resistance, and what it does is it decreases the damage from ice element monsters by 10%. But I wouldn't focus on that too much, especially in this game where you can't freely build every single set you want to build because your resources are limited by your ability to go out into the world and fight these monsters and get the materials, and hopefully they drop it. So I would recommend prioritizing other skills that are more offensive. Maybe some of the better defensive skills are universal, not the ones that are specific to a specific element. So crit I highly recommend on the chest piece. Attack boost, attack boost is good. You get 20 attack. As it goes up, you get more and more and more. Attack boost is good. Same thing, fire resistance, I wouldn't recommend that here. Defense boost, it's okay. It's okay. Increase your defense by 20. And thunder resistance, I wouldn't go crazy over this set. So far, I would get the head and potentially a chest piece. Health boosts. In this game, potions cost money and time. Or money in terms you're gonna buy them, or time, meaning you gotta wait till the next day till your 5 potions regenerate. Also, to you regenerate health outside of battle. So the more health you have sometimes allows you to play longer, so this can be counted as DPS. That's kind of how we calculate it in the regular games. Your ability to survive longer equals more DPS because you're saving time by not going back to camp and etc, etc. In this case, well, now health just gives you more playtime, so not bad. If you got nothing else you want to slot in, I wouldn't be mad at you put this one in. Not that bad. Water resistance, we already know how we feel about those. We can put all those in the category and just say, like, I wouldn't recommend it. And last, poison resistance, paralysis resistance. Again, like, how many monsters truly paralyze you to the point where you feel like you need to use this skill? Not much. Jagras set, okay, firm foothold, very slightly reduces knockback when taking damage. I wouldn't recommend using that one. Hold on. Rising Tide, on the other hand, is really good because what it does is increases your attack. I believe it's like 5-10% the longer that your timer goes. So the longer into your fight that you go, you get stronger and stronger and stronger. I believe it takes 2 times. So I have this on my greatsword build. It's really good. So I recommend this is one of the skills that I would recommend putting on your set if you are looking for something that's going to increase your damage. Also too, increasing your attack power. I read it wrong. Attack power and your defense as the timer runs out. Very good set, comfy set, strong set. I would recommend. Next, the arms. Well, we heard that one. Water attack. Water attack and lift. I guess you're going for an elemental build. Makes sense. If you're going all in on the monster that has water damage, then sure. If not, then not really useful. Just so you know, I like universal builds that work against 90% of the cast. Elemental weapons are going to be stronger against a monster that's weak against it, but you find a monster that's strong against it, then it's like you're not really getting that defensive boost for how much time you invest in that build. Fortify is good. Increase attack power by 10% for 10 seconds after you revive from a faint. The only thing that sucks about this one, it only lasts 10 seconds compared to how it is in the other games that lasts until the whole round. So this one's okay. I wouldn't go crazy over it. Rising Tide, we know how I feel about that one. That's good. That one's locked behind level 4, grade 4, but it's a good skill. Last skill, water attack. Like we said, not that great unless you find a monster that you know is weak against water. The Kulu set is one of the really good sets. Lock on is amazing because it allows you to pinpoint a specific part on the monster you want to break. If you're doing a weakness exploit build and you have to hit the monster's weak spot, it's a must have because you need to be able to lock onto the monster's weak spot to get that critical bonus that your build is based on. So lock on is really good. Critical eye is really good as well. Increases your affinity like we saw. No, this increases your affinity by 10% per level. So one level of it is amazing. So this headpiece is really one of the best pieces in the game. The chest, guts, increase up to 1 time per turn survival lethal damage at 80% or above. So something comes to try and one-shot you, I'm just gonna protect you. Is this more of a comfy build? You can if you want that comfiness. If not, there's other things you can put in there. Last stand. Increases defense by 50 when your health drops below 29% or lower. This is the opposite of heroic. Heroic does increase your offense. This one increases your defense. Okay, not bad. Critical eye, that one's pretty good too. Last stand, evade extender. That's a new skill here. Slightly increases evade distance. Good, really good for stuff like greatsword that are like require positioning. So, and also too, it doesn't really work with foresight slash or perfect evade, but just standard roll in. It's pretty good. I would do it for like a greatsword. And last, the legs give you critical eye, which is really good. I'm working on getting these up, so I would recommend this one if you're looking for a really good leg piece for a critical build. Pukei, focus. What does focus do? It shortens charge time for weapons with charge attacks by 5% and increases the fill rate of spirit gauge. Charge attacks, great sword, this works. Your boom, charge, that works. And spirit gauge for longsword, it also helps you as well. So I would recommend this one. Is really good. Focus is good. Health boost, we talked about health boost already. Some of these skills are going to start recycling, so we're kind of skip them. Focus, we know it's good. Poison resistance, nah, meh. Poison attack, if you're doing poison builds. Statuses, I feel a little different about. I like statuses. Elemental, I don't like status. I like because I feel like statuses work more for more people. Poison status, good. Paralysis status, poison, best. Paralysis, no. Poison, good. Paralysis, good. Blast, best. Whatever procs the most. So this would increase your likelihood of it. Increases weapon position build up value by 50. So the more time you hit, the more your value builds up. Poison resistance, we talked about that. Poison attack, we just talked about that one. It's pretty good if you want to go that route. Health boost, nothing in this set is really crazy. I would recommend. The Barroth set, defense boost, increases defense, offensive guard, increases attack power by 10% after executing a well-timed guard. Longsword doesn't guard, greatsword, sword and shield does, so this might be good for you. So not bad. The chest piece, offensive guard, we just talked about that one. Guard, what is guard? Very slightly reduces damage and knockback when guarding against a monster. We talked about this earlier, so if you're getting hit and you're guarding, you're not gonna go as far back. Okay, if you want, not as useful. Defense boost guard, talked about that one. Recoil down, slightly reduces bowgun recoil. So bowgun users, comment below how useful is that skill. It might be amazing. I don't use bowguns, so I'm not sure. So I'll leave that up to the experts to share their opinions below. Girros said, this one, paralysis resistance, meh, on the head. Paralysis, sneak attack, that's a new skill from Rise. Sneak attack, what do? Increases damage by 10% when attacking from behind a monster. I kind of feel it's kind of hard. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's kind of hard to attack a monster from behind them. That's when they keep on turning around, especially when they attack. So that's cool. Paralysis attack, earplugs, what does this do? It slightly reduces the effect of monsters weak, monsters roar, meaning when the monsters roar, you can kind of roll through it. I don't think one level is enough to block the large monster roar, and it's like you need like maybe 3 levels of it, 4 levels of it, so it wouldn't be worth it. Earplugs typically is 3 levels, but in this game is 5 levels, so I'll skip that. And where are we now? Paralysis attack, earplugs, and paralysis attack. So okay, not crazy, but also too, you gotta realize these are the beginning monsters in the game. Also, these are the only monsters we have currently in the game, so we gotta take what we can get. Double Kadachi, reload speed, slightly reduces reload time for a sprint gun. Artful Dodger, this one's pretty cool. Makes perfect evade ever slightly easier to perform. So your perfect evade, where you do a little white, little yellow ghost after image symbol, it makes it a little easier to hit those. Not bad, not bad. Great Sword, I think could be good, because Great Sword is great because when you perfectly evade, you can cancel into your level 2 charge. So that's good damage if you hit. Versus like Longsword, it's like you got a force side slash, but it's like it's okay damage. I wouldn't lose sleep over it. Evade extended thunder attack. We talked about that one. Build a saying about thunder attack. Evade extended artful dodge. This one's actually pretty good for my ninjas out there that need a little bit more evade protection. This one's not that bad. I would recommend that one. Thunder attack, leave that one alone. Artful dodge or thunder resistance. Nope, not good enough. So all right, next set. Concentration, I like concentration. Increases spirit gauge, special gauge fill by 5%. Our special attack that we use, this is what it will be increased. 5% is not that much to be for me to put it on my set, so I'll kind of leave that one alone. And windproof, this is slightly reduces the effect of minor wind pressure. It's okay. It's okay. Recoil down, we talked about that one. It's okay. Set concentration, divine blessing. Divine blessing, 30% chance of reducing damage from monster attack by 50%. 30% chance might not seem like a lot, but when I had it on my set, it brought a good amount. So if you're interested, I would check it out. There's other things you can put on there. Move in, divine blessing, and windproof. It's always like one good piece on the armor, it seems. And everything else is kind of like mediocre. We talked about last stand, water resistance on this set, water attack, last stand, water attack, water resistance, and focus, last stand. It's okay. Anjanath gets a little better. Fire attack, 2 levels of it. Fire resistance, if you want to go fire attack, at least this one has 2 levels of fire attack, which gives you increases the weapon fire element by 100. So better. The special boost, this one's good on the chest piece. Increase your special attack attack build up by 5%. I like that. Fire attack, meh. Fire resistance, special boost, expensive. Go to grade level 6 for that? No way. There's way better stuff at grade level 6. Also too, some of your skills at grade level 6, they upgrade to another level. For example, if I go back to my Kulu legs and I upgrade it, if you go to level 6, I get 2 levels of crit eye. So keep that in mind as well as you're looking at your sets. Which set do you want to level up as time goes on, because it's gonna get better. Fire attack and fire resistance, special boost, we talked about that. Peak performance, I love peak performance. We have to make it a different. Of course they put peak performance on the legs, which is the same legs your crit eyes on. Peak performance is amazing because it increases your attack power by 30 when your health is full. You have to play perfect. We don't have health regen. With longswords, a little easier because you can IS slash through a majority of your attacks. And IS slash is amazing because not only do you get a perfect, you get a double hit if you hit the counter, but if you miss, you go right through the enemy, which gives you an opportunity to just hit the monster from there. So I like peak performance a lot. Not that hard to maintain. Rathian said health boost 2 levels of it. Poison attack, nice. And poison attack, man, skip the chest, lock on burst. This hand is the best. One of the best. Especially burst is amazing for faster attacking weapons. It still works from longsword. It takes like, I think 10 to 12 hits to activate. But this is what I was told. I wasn't sure they're probably gonna nerf this, but landing consecutive hits in a short span of time increases your attack power by 5% for 4 seconds. 4 seconds, that's what it says. But turns out If you land another hit within that 4 seconds, it resets the timer. Apparently there's a video that showcased this, and to show us through my comments, people are going in saying that's the fact. I haven't tested it myself because there's no training area, but apparently overall the skill is good, but also because it gives you lock on too. So I recommend using this skill for a majority of people. If you're using like bow gun, a fast weapon, yes. Or bow, yes. There's no dual swords on this one yet. Yeah, no dual swords yet. Sword and shield, that's the fast weapon. Yes, you're gonna benefit by using that. So I recommend that. The poison resistance burst is expensive here. 2 levels, level 6 to get it. I don't know if I could justify it, and health boost for the legs. So not bad. This one, divine blessing, ice attack. Divine blessings, 2 levels of divine blessings. So if you're gonna get divine blessings, get 2 levels of it. I don't think it goes to level 3 at level 6. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't level up any further. So 2 levels is not bad. Reload speed, we talked about that. Ice attack, windproof, meh. Reload speed, ice resistance. I get the pants, the legs. Meh. Okay. Diablos. Let's look at Diablos. Heroics. I like heroics because it does the same thing as last stand. Increase your attack power by 10% when your health drop below 29% or lower. Not bad. It's not a bad skill. Not a bad skill. Chest piece, Slugger. Slugger, what do you do? Increases stun power by 10%. Hammer. Hammer boys. That's where you want to be. Heroics, 2 levels of heroics. 2 levels of it gives you 20% power increase. And Partbreaker. I don't know. These hands are pretty good. These hands are pretty good. If you want a raw power build, that one might be slightly better than the Rathian arms, but I still think Rathian arms are the most useful overall. Pants, Partbreaker, offensive guard. Partbreaker is amazing. Partbreaker, oh, I didn't even show it last time. Increases part damage accumulation on breakable parts, meaning it makes it a little easier to break those parts. In this game, you break the parts, you get more damage, but also too, you break the parts, you get more materials after the hunt's over. So you want to get more materials because that's the whole point of farming, to get some better gear. So Partbreaker is a good skill to have. Offensive guard, we talked about that one earlier. And Slugger, 2 levels of Slugger, and Partbreaker for the legs. Not bad, not bad. Rathalos, 2 levels of attack boost. Yes, yes, we'll take that 2 levels of attack boost. Goes to 40 attack. It doesn't give you 3 levels of attack boost if you level it up, so we're all wishful thinking, but no, we don't get that. Weakness exploit, yes. Increase affinity by 20% when attacking a monster's weak spot. It's a monster's weak spot, you get the yellow damage. If you're hitting yellow damage, that's a weak spot. If you're hitting white damage, that's not a weak spot. Use lock on the spot that gives you yellow damage. You hit the yellow damage, you get additional 20% and getting a crit, which stacks with your affinities. If your affinity is 30 and you hit a weak spot, that's 50% chance of getting a crit on that hit on that monster. So it all comes together why weakness exploit is used on all endgame sets, because it's a must-have. Next, fire resistance, attack boost dope, expensive, level 6. Focus of fire attack and fire resistance, weakness exploit. Weakness exploit is good, but you only get 5%. You only get 5% here. That's why I'm like, it's not worth it. You better off getting the Kulu set and getting 10%, 20%, no, 15% by having the legs to level 6, or 10% of the legs level 5 or below. Last set of this video, Pink Rathian set. Unfortunately, you can't. I didn't get any Black Diablo set. That's in here too. These are special monsters. They're gone once the event's over. But this one came with special boost for the head. Then Dragon attack, which increases weapons dragon element value by 50. There's only like a couple of dragon weapons. I think just the bow got the only dragon weapon. I think I'll stop being so stingy with the weapon distribution. We got focus on that one. Then we have windproof, critical eye. Windproof is not worth it. Critical eye. Other ways to get it. The best piece in this set is going to be this piece, the waist, because it gives you critical eye. And of course, when you level it up, which we didn't get a chance to, you would have gotten 2 levels of critical eye. Hopefully, in the Niantic, hopefully, please bring back these monsters and make them permanent. Don't take them away. Make them permanent, please. And last but not least, the legs. You get 2 levels of special boost and dragon attack. If I had a dragon attack build, then yes, because 2 levels of special boost is dope, because what is it, 10%? 15%. Increase the damage of your special skills by 15%. I was wrong earlier. I said build up time. The damage by 15%. So I would highly recommend. So we went through, we looked at all the skills in the game currently to help you identify which one's good for you to use. Also, if you didn't know, just kind of a quick thing, your weapons, they also increase in level as their skill increases in level. Increase their level as you level them up. Spear Unbreaker, when you get into level 6, you get level 2. You get to level 9, or level 8, you get level 3. And the skill also levels up. You see how poison resistance went from level 1 to level 2. So this is the breakdown of the skills in the game. I'm just having a good time with this game. Can't wait to see what they're doing with it. They're continuously adding new updates to it. Comment below what your thoughts were. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, join me in the Smooth family. If you want to support us, become a member. Until next time, dear gamers, signing out.